Hi, welcome back to Food Travel Shopping Channel, and you're watching another episode of Restaurant Remake here. And today I'm going to teach you how to make the shrimp with lobster sauce. Or maybe soup? Well, I'm going to do a combination because it's actually quite easy to do. You can use the same ingredients. If you feel like you want to have soup that night, you can actually make a soup out of it. Or you can actually make the sauce a little bit more thicker by adding a little bit more cornstarch. So in the ingredients video, I'm gonna give you two options here, which is super easy to do. Today, the shrimp with lobster sauce is actually, I'm gonna be using it as a soup. So you can see the results here, and I'm gonna show you. Now, it's a very different take on the shrimp with lobster sauce because normally there's snow pea. So this is a different take on the shrimp with lobster sauce because normally there are those frozen peas. And quite frankly, my family just are not a fan of frozen peas. So I did a little substitution, and the substitution is snow pea. All right, so I cut up the snow pea and I added a little bit more of the straw mushroom. So it's a little different take on it. And you can see the consistency. This is a soup, because today I'm serving it as a soup. But if you want to have it as a side dish and you want to pour it over rice, you definitely need to thicken up the sauce. And once you thicken up the sauce, and there you go. So let me show you the ingredients, what you need in order to make my version of the shrimp with lobster sauce / soup. Okay, so here are the ingredients to make our shrimp with lobster sauce. So I have 2 pounds of shrimp here. These are frozen shrimp, and you just clean them and wash them, rinse it out, and then completely drain out the water and dry them. Now, instead of frozen peas, I decided to go with the snow peas, and I have 2.5 ounces of snow peas, and you can actually just cut them in, smaller pieces, so then when you drink the soup here, it's just easier for anyone to swallow. Okay, so I have the straw mushroom here, and for some of you guys who are not familiar with this type of mushroom, okay, so the straw mushroom looks like this. You can get it in a can, so something like this. So 1 can is about 7.4 ounces. Okay, so let's check out other ingredients. I have 2 eggs, I have 1 cup of water, 3 cups of the low sodium chicken stock, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of the sesame oil, half a teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and then 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons of the shaoxing cooking wine. So we're gonna go ahead and marinate our shrimp first. So in the Chinese cooking, when we marinate the shrimp, we always put some white pepper to our seafood, mostly. Seafood, or even, a lot of pork and stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna transfer half of the salt here. So I'm just gonna use my hand to pinch it. And we are going to pour all the sesame oil into the shrimp. Okay, in terms of the shaoxing cooking wine, we are only gonna do 1 tablespoon. So I have 2 tablespoons here. So I'm just gonna do approximately half. And now we can just mix it together. Okay, so we're gonna let the shrimp marinate for about 10 to 15 minutes is good. Okay, so let's just leave it. Okay, so depending on the size of your mushroom from the can, you might actually cut it in half again, so then it's smaller. So I'm actually gonna do that while I marinate the shrimp. And then for everything else, I'm gonna show it to you at the stove. All right, so I'm just gonna cut the mushroom here in half. Okay, another step that you can do while the shrimp is being marinated, we can actually put 2 tablespoons of water into the cornstarch. Now, depending on the color of the end results that you want, now I'm all about not wasting any food because I don't want it to just save the yolk for something else. I won't be using the yolk. So for this dish, you can go with egg whites or with the whole egg. All right, so like I said, I don't want to waste any food, so I am going to use the whole egg in this video with you. All right, so we can whisk the egg together. All right, so now I'm gonna go to the stove and show you how to prepare the shrimp with lobster sauce. All right, so I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of oil. I preheated my cookout here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add in our garlic first. All right, so now we can add in the shrimp. Okay, you're gonna add in a little sugar here. Add in the salt. The shaoxing cooking wine. Okay, add in our snow peas. Okay, add in our mushroom. All right, so we're gonna add in our chicken stock. As well as 1 cup of water. Okay, it's gonna be very quick. We're just gonna bring this back to a boil. Okay, I am using my new cherry cookout here. So we're just gonna cover the lid for a little bit so then we can bring it back to a boil. Okay, once it's boiled back up here, let's go ahead and give it a good stir first. Okay, we're gonna thicken this up using our cornstarch mixture. So I'm just adding a little bit at a time here just to thicken it up. All right, so I pour in all the cornstarch with water, mixing it in. So you can see the soup really thicken it up. All right, so finally last step is to add in the egg. So we're gonna stir as we pour. So you can see it further thicken it up. And that's really what we wanted to do here. Right, so once we bring this back to a boil, then we're finished. It's very good. All right, so now we can turn it off. Okay, at the end of every restaurant remake, I usually go ahead and taste my food. Of course, I need a spoon myself. I'm gonna grab that later. I just wanna pour it. Oh, look at the shrimp. I'm gonna get some snow pea in there. Oh, looks so good. All right, so I just want to show you. All right, so this one is the shrimp with lobster soup because I use less cornstarch. If you want the shrimp with lobster sauce, you just need to double the amount of my cornstarch, which is 4 tablespoons instead of 2. So let's try this out. Ooh, so good. Mmm. Mmm. Shrimp is crunchy and it's still very good, okay? Even though you think that you boil it for quite some time and you think, oh, the shrimp must be stiff. No, it is perfect. And then some mushroom. This is a good soup to serve and it's super quick and easy. As you can see with my video, I just basically dump everything into one pot and then put the stock and the water and bring it to boil, and that's it. You know, this is like a totally like a 10-minute kind of cooking time, and that's it, and you can serve. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of different restaurant remake food. So currently, I'm still doing a lot of Chinese dishes, but hopefully one day I will get back to do more Western food. Comment below if you let me know what kind of cuisine that you want me to do for the restaurant remake. I would love to hear some comments and feedback from you, what kind of food that you're looking for. And if you have not yet subscribed to the Food Travel Shopping channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button right now. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up by hitting the like button below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Restaurant Remake.